Hi, everyone. It is Todd Gross. I'm here with Craig Crawford, the one and only. And I'd like to thank you for coming to TV Boss Fire tonight. You know, this is such an exciting training that we're going to give. Craig, who's such a nice guy, actually believes so much in training that he's going to teach you completely for free tonight how essentially to get your own television station, believe it or not. Now, we have a kind of shortcut method to get it even easier online, but we'll tell you about that, of course, later in the webinar. For the time being, I just want you to know that we are going to be chock full of information about how you can actually own your TV station, believe it or not. It really is true. I even have my own television station up right now on Amazon Fire and Roku, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, about hurricanes. Actually, it's called hurricanes and stuff like that, but it's based on my old television weathercasts. So, what am I talking about? Who am I? Well, you may recall from years ago, I was on television. Indeed, I was a weatherman on TV, a meteorologist, and I had been doing that for many, many years. In fact, over 20 years at one particular television station in Boston. When I started to phase out of TV gradually, I started to go into internet marketing. I found that there was a complete lack of video in internet marketing. I helped develop the video squeeze page. We called it Squeeze Videos at the time. Later on, I started to continue to come out with very cutting edge video products. I met Craig Crawford, and he had one that was unbelievable where you were actually able to like walk and talk in front of a sales page. And you would do that and, put yourself in front of green screen and be able to take yourself and put you in front of that sales page. And we had that product out, and it was around 2015 ish. And that's when I met Craig, and I realized that this guy is a genius because he keeps coming out with this really cutting edge stuff. Well, a couple of years ago, I helped him get TV Boss Fire. Actually, it was just TV Boss at the time, which only did one thing, and that was Roku. It hadn't moved on to the other connected TVs yet. And people were so excited about it, and people were all of a sudden making a lot of money with their television channels. And then Amazon Fire got involved, and he'll tell you more about that in just a few minutes. But now that you know a little bit about my background, and now that more people have had a chance to come in, I just would like to ask you if you can hear me clearly and where you're from, and then I'll introduce Craig, who's really the main man of this evening, and then we'll get started. So just type right in the question answer box if you can hear me clearly and where you are from. Okay, Doran is asking me about the weather. The weather, I had some snow last night. I'm over in New England, in the Green Mountains, and today was sunny. Hi from Lakes Entrance, Victoria, Australia. Hello, Bryce. So it's my fault when we wear the wrong coat for the day. Bruce, yes, you knew that. And Mark says you used to watch my segments from south of Boston. Welcome, Mark. Mark, very good. And greetings from Crystal Beach, Ontario, Canada, Rob. And then we have Dan, who was in Australia back in 1986. Yes, from Montreal. Stephen, yes, from London, UK. Thank you for confirming that my audio is okay. Dick from Palm Bay, Florida, loud and clear. South Carolina, Mary. Yes, from Dallas, Texas. That is Shelley. Hollywood, Norm, good to see you. Chapel Hill, North Carolina. That's Bruce. Jim from Florida. We have Germany, Gabrielle. We have Greg doesn't see us. We're not on yet with our presentation. Right now, we're just really talking. And we have Texas. And Chandra says hello to Luann, who's my business partner, of course. Very good. We have David. My GoToWebinar is flipping around a little bit, so I may miss a couple. I apologize. We have Abel from Pennsylvania. We have Sydney, Australia, OSES. And we have Dick from Palm Bay. We have Leroy from London, Los Angeles, Khalid from Oman, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Jamaica, wonderful, Chicago, Melbourne, New Jersey, Charlotte, North Carolina, Miami. Keisha is here from New York City. That's where I was born. I went to Bronx High School of Science. Tampa, Florida. And we have North Carolina, Mac Owen from Houston, Texas. We have Tyrone Jenny Marie Gunn from Mississippi. Emporia, Mississippi. Tempe, Arizona. Dave in Mogador, Ohio. And then we have West Palm Beach, Florida from Perry. And Savannah, I'm sorry, trying to get to all of you if I can. I really appreciate so many of you coming on and letting me know. All right. So with that in mind, I'll be jumping in throughout the webinar. First, I'll help answer questions. We have a very large team. This is live, of course. We have a very large team that's going to be answering your questions in the question and answer box. And we will be giving away a free copy of our shortcut software, which is low cost, by the way. This is not one of those webinars where you have to pay a lot of money. All right. It's, you know what I'm talking about. You go on a webinar, they say you're going to get trained, and then you end up with an offer that's $1,000. This isn't like that. This is low cost for our shortcut software and how you could get your own TV station. Some of you were here a couple of months ago when we made this offer, and you picked it up, and you're back to learn even more, and I welcome you. Many of you are here because you weren't, of course, introduced to that previously. And it is doing so well that we wanted to make sure to make an even broader release of TV Boss Fire. But we will be giving out a free copy of that software later in the webinar. This is how it's going to work. There's going to be something said. Either Craig will say it or I will say it early in the webinar. And it will be something that's kind of trivia-ish. And then at the end of the webinar, or not the end, but later in about an hour, what I'm going to do is say, hey, what is the answer to this question? It came up earlier in the webinar. And then about, let's say 10 of you get it right, 5 or 10. Of those 5 or 10, we're going to randomly choose somebody and you will get a free copy. So that's how it's going to work. All right, with that in mind, Craig, are you here? Are you ready to explain your adventures in the last couple of years as you really zeroed in on this and nothing else? Tell us more, Craig. What's going on tonight?
Hey, can you hear me loud and clear? Hello, can you hear me?
Oh,
perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the kind introduction. And thank you to everyone for taking the time to show up, no matter where you're from around the world. There's some people from the UK, which is obviously, it's just gone past 1 a.m. here. People even in Germany and stuff, even later than that. So thank you very much to everyone for turning up. It really means a lot to us that you actually take the time to kind of spend time with us. And obviously, you're making a wise decision to moving forwards with something that is very, very key and very current right now. So I'm just going to close the question box down so I can actually see the rest of the presentation as I go through it with you. So I'm going to hit the road running now that I've got it minimized. So this is a live webinar that we're holding right now. We have just gone live, obviously, with a kind introduction from Todd. And now is the time to start the education, I guess. So get comfortable, grab a pen and paper and get ready for some awesome content, because that's what this is. Everyone at the end of the webinar will get my free connected TV bonus report and Todd's call to actions bonuses as a thank you. Now, one lucky winner will get access to TV Boss Fire. Also, if you have trouble hearing, don't worry. We've made this presentation so that you can read along too. Now, we're going to teach you how you can generate traffic, sales, leads, and hands-free money, which is something that we all want, from today onwards using a revolutionary method of marketing that 99.9% plus of business owners aren't even aware of. And all questions at the end will be answered, okay? We do not leave any stones unturned. The good, the bad, and the ugly we answer, okay? Full transparency. Now, we're also going to teach you how to generate leads, sales, and get new clients along with the recurring revenue, by selling TV channels. And moving on, we have an amazing business model to show you today. And may I say, it's an amazing opportunity to build a business or even enhance what you already may have. I'll get on with opening your eyes to connected television because there's no time to waste, okay? I've stumbled across a virtually untouched niche that brings in a ton of all the benefits that all businesses need, okay? I am talking all of them. Your business, my business, your future business if you don't have a business yet. Elon Musk, Richard Branson, you name it. I'm telling you now, we all need them, okay? Now, my business is in a hidden yet totally accessible niche called connected television. Now, many of you will be familiar about that, but if you're not, don't worry because I'll teach you shortly. Now, it may sound scary or complicated when I talk about TV, but it's not. It is easy. It's simple when you know how, like anything, right? In fact, in this niche, we began making TV channels and used other people's content, okay? I want that to sink in with you. We made TV channels using other people's content, not even our own. Now, some time ago now, I met a very, very smart man called Dr. Alex, and he introduced me to this niche. He's a very, very smart man. Like I say, he's got a PhD in computer and information science. He's an advanced programmer for over 27 years. And also he's a world champion chess player. Now, when you think about chess players, the one thing that you always think of is people who play chess think ahead, right? And that is exactly what this man did. Now, in our first 3 channels we did, we had an abundance of benefits, okay? Starting with 228,000 subscribers in that year alone. One of the channels was called Dog Kingdom, which accumulated, they're called cumulative installs, 54,838 installs. That means that these people have connected television devices and they download our channel, a bit like an app onto a phone, if you want to look at it that way, to come back and view the content time and time and time again. We also, with the chess school, 36,921 cumulative installs. I'll say it one last time. This is where people install TV channels onto their Roku or Amazon devices or whatever they have out there. Also, Guitar School, 137,147 installs. Now, that's quite a big figure, right? And over that time, we did see some phenomenal things. In 1 year of ad revenue, we generated $25,419.03, which after a debit of the transaction fee just brought us just over $25,407, which is incredible, right? Making 3 channels using other people's content. And I laugh whenever I say that because it's unbelievable. Now, this niche I've spent a considerable amount of time in, and we've achieved incredible things in the past few years. And I believe in this arena so much, I've invested over $250,000 into it. And that's lowballing it. I truly believe you can add probably another 6 figures onto that. And that is no lie, my friends. I believe in this arena so much that I put my all into it. We'll prove just how awesome this arena is, not just with our own results like you've just seen, but with other people's too. And we have countless proof. In fact, if I spent a week collecting everything and then put into this presentation, you'd all fall asleep because we have that much, and that is no exaggeration. So please do pay attention because this mass movement currently happening online is moving so quickly, and the peak isn't even here yet. That's the best thing about this. So taking decisive action and learning what I share is paramount to ensure that you're in at the right time. How many times have you sat back and thought, damn, I missed the boat? I know I have, and speaking to Todd as well, he missed the boat on this too. Let's look at crypto for an example. If you bought just 10 Bitcoins when one coin was $1 each, you'd have over $460,000 in your bank account. It may go up and down, obviously, but as you know, Bitcoin is a heck of a lot of money. And I missed out on that along with many, many other people, right? For $1 each. So things move quickly and the urgency is real when it comes to fast moving trends and niches. So please do take me seriously because, like I say, this is very important. Now, the main topic of this presentation is focused on connected television channels and how you can win by using them to grow a business or your existing one, okay? So they go hand in hand. It isn't just for people who already have a business, already have stuff to sell and stuff. This is if you want to build a business too. Remember, I was talking about advertising revenue and stuff like that. It's all possible. And don't worry, like I said before, it's not as scary as it sounds. So you will be wondering, many of you, who am I? And also asking the question, why should you listen to me? Well, I'm Craig Crawford, age 37. I began my own online business just 8 years ago now, and I generated over $7 million in online sales in that time. My main focus is my television software, and my flagship product is called TV Boss Fire. Everyone just calls it TV Boss for short. I've trained thousands of people worldwide over the years now, and I've launched over 70 software solutions and courses in that time. I've helped my students hit success with connected TV, which is something that I'm very, very, very proud of. Using online TV, I help people in so many different ways now. I teach people how to get free leads from TV. I help them get free traffic from online television. And I help people generate sales by using online television too. I also help people get on television and get mass exposure. I help people get brand awareness and credibility for people who already have a business. There's so many things to this TV realm, I promise you this. I help people achieve success regardless of age or ability, which you'll find out throughout this presentation. There's people of all walks of life, ages, you name it, all around the world, all getting results. So don't think that this is something that isn't for you, because it truly is. Anyone can do it, and I'll prove it. Now, I can help people also when it comes down to financial freedom, and that is the true big winner for me. Now, money isn't everything, but it sure helps, right? It helps with the freedom that we need, whether it's to buy things for our family, whether it's to pay for the bills, whether it's to go on vacation. It's all the freedom that we need. It's a sad thing that the kind of the way that everything's going right now. So getting that money in the bank is very, very important. And most importantly, I teach people to help themselves and not just rely on other people. And that's something that's very important to me too, because when I was beginning on my journey, I had so many shortcomings in the way of coming across people and such who didn't really help my business. They just took money. So that's why I have a big goal of that. Now, you will be asking, what's online connected TV? It's a good question too, my friends. Basically, simply put, it's any kind of entertainment device that's connected to the internet and capable of streaming video, essentially merging computer technology and television at the same time. Now, this includes popular devices like Roku, Google Chromecast, Amazon Fire Sticks, Apple TV, and even gaming consoles now. It's so easy to access connected television. Literally, I don't know anyone personally who doesn't. Now, this is how it works. So with a device, this is a Roku device, you can plug your device into your USB port inside the back of the TV, which then connects into the HDMI port. Now, you'll all be familiar with these. If you have technology of any kind, whether it's TVs, laptops, whatever it is, they have these kind of ports, right? The cable that you're seeing right now goes into it and it actually powers the device. Then the device feeds the TV what you'll see on the screen. Now, all you have to do from just plugging into 2 ports in your TV is just connect it to the internet. And everyone's got internet these days, right? It's as easy as that. And this is how it works when you've made a channel using TV Boss Fire. Your TV channels go up on TVs once they log into their accounts to watch TV like this. And as you'll see, exactly where we're pointing, get your channel here, this is where you can have your channels. And like I say, I'm going to stress it one more time, you don't even need to have your own content. Okay, so no freaking out when it comes down to that. You don't need all the fancy stuff that you may think. We will show you how. But yeah, you can be up with the top dogs like Netflix and Hulu, Amazon Prime, YouTube, Disney Plus. You can literally have your content or your channel amongst the big dogs. It's incredible. Now, independent businesses and people have begun making connected TV channels using our software platform for quite some time now. We're a well-established business who feed the internet, Roku and Amazon Fire, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of channels from our customers. It's an incredible thing that, like I say, I'm very proud of. People like TJ Tipton, he basically, in our family, I call it the family group, but it's the TV Boss Roku Movers and Shakers that we had. He says, I'm going to say that I'm not very impressed with a lot of marketing tools that are out there, but this is incredible. Thank you so much, Alex Davidovich, and all that have made this. You absolutely rock. These are my stats for the last 10 days. And he had 1,000 cumulative installs here with 1,099 new installs. Remember, these are people downloading channels onto their devices to come back time and time and time and time again. And we do have a lot of proof to show you, and I'll try and get through it just to show you exactly the experiences that other people have. Just like Angela, she says, hi everyone, this is for those who are new and wondering about TV Boss. I have 2 successful channels, Prayer TV and Emmanuel TV USA, with Roku TV Boss with over 5,000 subscribers and around 16,000 video views monthly and growing. Now, the 4 keywords after that is all without any advertising. That was purely organic traffic, okay? People found her channel on Roku and Amazon Fire. They found it. She didn't have to go out there and spread it everywhere. It helps if you do, because that just boosts your results. but you don't need to if you have the right channels, right? Which is another thing that we teach people how to do. We also have Mark. Now, Mark Anthony is one of the team now, but he said in one of his first ever posts, now after 5 days of being live, a lot of hours viewed already, don't know where to look for the ad revenue earnings though. Does anyone know where to look? But as you see, this is after 5 days, 7,719 cumulative installs. That's over on the left here. I'll just give you a second just to see. 7,719 installs in 5 days. He then went on to say, I've watched my channel explode over 70,000 viewers. Now, that's an incredible thing, and you could think that we're just making that up, but don't just listen to me. I'll let Mark tell you, my friends. Here it is.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mark. I'll just give you a quick testimonial of how good TV Boss is. I started my channel probably about 5 weeks ago now. Now, I think I've had just over 23,000 installs and over 70,000 views on my videos, and something like 3,000 to 3,500 hours worth of viewing, which, for most of you know, on YouTube, anything like that these days, yeah, it costs you a fortune in paying for ads and everything. And all this has been organic. So, hope this helps.
There we go. So as you can see, he had over 70,000 views all organically. We also have Raven Blair Glover, who she made her first $5,000, and we send certificates out to our family just to celebrate their achievements. And obviously it helps people actually keep track of what they're doing when they actually note down what they're doing with us, okay? And here is what Raven has to say, my friends.
Hi, this is Raven, a talk show maven, and I gotta tell you, I think you guys rock. Yeah, let me tell you why. Because never did I ever imagine that I would be able to bring my talk show host from behind the mic to in front of the camera with our own Raven International TV network. How cool is that? In fact, it's fantabulous, and I'm having such a great time. I'm so excited. Thank you, Craig, and thank you, Dr. Alec, for taking the time to acknowledge me and the rest of the TV Ball students for our achievements. I mean, how amazingly cool is that? And I want to encourage anyone that's watching this video, consider having your own show, or better yet, your own channel, because Dr. Alex and Craig Crawford's TV Ball system, it's amazingly effective. You're going to attract more clients. You're going to have amazing business opportunities because you don't just have a show, you have your own network. You have your own channel on Roku and soon Amazon Fire TV. I'm going to tell you, don't walk, run. You're not going to miss this opportunity because you too will be able to say cha-ching, cha-ching, all the way to the bank. Go on over and check out TV Boss because you're going to love the TV Boss family. This is the time we can't sit on the sidelines. You got to be in the game to win the game, and you got to think big. So run, don't walk. Get on board and join the TV Boss family. You'll be so glad you did, and you'll be like me. You'll say, Craig and Dr. Alex, you rock.
Such a lovely lady, and she's got such charisma, hasn't she?
Hi, this is
Here's some more, and these are the final testimonials by a video that I'm going to be sharing with you. But like I say, we have a bunch of these, and I just wanted to share just a few with you, just to show you that we are actually helping people move forwards with their business in a positive and actionable way.
My channel is called Mothers Making Money, and I'm very excited about it. From beginning to end, the whole process was easy because he made it easy with his manuals and his tutorials and me asking all my questions. So even if you're not a technology savvy person, you can do this.
I'd like to thank you for this awesome opportunity to enhance my financial status. I'm a newbie on pretty much all levels, but seeing the potential was too much to pass up and be afraid of it. With the amazing support, training, and the FB group, Facebook group, I believe I can and I will succeed because it just keeps getting better and better. With everybody is awesome. Craig, Alex, Alan, Jonathan. Everybody helps everybody, and it's like we're all in this together, and it is just great. Thank you again.
Hi guys, okay, I just thought I'd do a quick video about a new product called TV Boss. The support that they give is second to none. The Facebook group that they've created and all the people in there are absolutely amazing. I'm part of a lot of Facebook groups, but I can honestly say the TV Boss Facebook group is the one that I jump into and engage with. The people in there are absolutely amazing. So if you did go and buy TV Boss, which I think you'd be pretty silly not to, because it is a golden opportunity, then you have no worries about the support and all the people in there. It's a great family. I don't really want to be telling people about it because I want to keep it all to myself, but in the essence of actually supporting finally a good quality product, I wanted to do this video.
And as you see, quite a few people always say the Facebook family, the TV Boss family, and that's because that's what we are. We're all on a journey together, right? Now, the two powerhouses in online television that we can make channels on are Roku and Amazon Fire. And the reason why we focus on these is because these guys are the powerhouses. Like I say, they own about 80% of the viewership on connected television. These two are always in a big power struggle to see who can actually get to the top. And Roku, they got in first, but Amazon are very powerful. So the good thing in this power struggle that they're having between themselves is that they want our content and we provide it to them. We don't have to pay to sign up or anything like that. But then the beautiful thing is that they're advertising their businesses and they're growing because they're making a heck of a lot of money out of connected TV. So our viewership is growing along with it while they're doing this. It's fantastic. So why would anyone want their own real TV channel? It's a good question. Put simply, people watch content online and a lot of content, and connected TV is the fastest and latest growing way for people to access and watch content all around the world, Now, this allows channel owners to tap into a huge source of traffic, hundreds of millions of monthly viewers in the USA alone, let alone worldwide. Now, as it's a booming new market, that number is growing fast, which for the channel owner, it means that they get more traffic, more leads, more sales, more money, and even more brand awareness. Some of the things that all business owners need, right? We all need these things. And like I say, don't worry if you don't have a business right now, because TV Boss is actually a way for you to actually build your own business. Now, you could become a channel owner with what we'll show you today in less than 24 hours. You really can. But first, I want to jump into some quick history for a moment so we can all take a moment to realize where this arena is headed and share some vital information. So this is the evolution of media history lesson starting right now. So the first radio was sold in 1920, the first TV in 1929, the first computer was sold in 1971, and the first public access internet was in 1993. Following on from that, in 1994, the first smart device was sold. Okay, now what happens once they've all been improved and when you combine TV, radio, computers, devices, and give them access to the internet? Obviously, it's connected television. You are here at the peak of the media evolution. This is it. This is where it's all led up to. And this is the opportunity that not just myself and my customers are taking advantage of, but you potentially too today. So now you know you're at the point, at the position of the highest point of media evolution. You're being introduced at the start of something huge. It is so, so big. And that's why I hope you can hear it in my voice. I am genuinely excited to share this with people because I know it helps people. And it's just so, so exciting to share a journey with people to actually help people build their own business or enhance their business. Now, this arena is exploding right now, and that's why we all need to act. We also have an amazing audience insights in a new update that's just been released. Now, when people view your content, okay, we can actually dig in and find out what they're about. And so I'll go into it. So there's their age, their gender, which you can see on these charts right now, but also their educational level, whether they went to high school and got a diploma, whether they didn't, or college, bachelor degree, graduate degree, how much they earn, which is always a fantastic thing, because then we can drill down into these things and actually find out who they are and what we can target to them to make the most amount of money, right? Can you imagine just how powerful it is knowing your audience's information, their age, their gender, their education level, and even their income? It's very, very powerful. Can I just get you guys to interact with me for 1 minute? Can you put a 1 in the box if you see the potential of actually knowing what your viewers are all about? Warren was straight off 1 1 1 1, very powerful 1 1 1. I am not I can't stop laughing because I can't even say how many ones I'm seeing, but you guys are awesome. So thank you for that, because you just lit up the chat box like a Christmas tree. I am not kidding. And within 0.2 seconds, someone said 1 straight away. So thank you for that. And thank you for engaging with me, because it really does mean a lot. That's funny to see as well. So this is an amazing feature that allows you to deep dive into your viewers' information to help monetize your channels like never before. And as a bonus, for everyone who takes action, we'll be hosting a live training call on how to make this information fit best for you. Now, there's no stone left unturned in our system. We always cover everything. So now this has come to my attention. Everyone needs to learn about it, right? And that is what we're here for, to help educate and help push people forwards with their business. Here's some facts and statistics just to back up how awesome this is. When audiences watch TV, they're engaged. And according to an eye tracking survey by sourcecmo.com, and if you look down on the bottom right, I always provide the sources just so you know that I'm not making them up. Like I say, full transparency, right? TV commanded 5 times the active viewing of YouTube and 15 times the active viewing of Facebook. So when people are actually watching the content on television, they are highly, highly, highly engaged. They're not doing other things. They're not thinking about other things. They're actually engaged. Whereas the other platforms and arenas that you can think about, they're actually kind of just something that they kind of put on just because they're bored and stuff. The streaming industry is estimated to reach $124.6 billion by 2025. And I actually think that's probably increased due to the pandemic. Now there's been a even more mass adoption because people were staying in lockdown and such. They didn't even realize that they could actually find these things. On cable TV, you're starved of content and it's very linear. So with cable TV, you have to watch what they put out there. Yes, you can record shows, but you have to record them and then you don't get to save them and stuff. With connected TV, you can come back to the content time and time again. You can stop it when you like and return. You can go to the next episode. You can skip 10 episodes, whatever it is. It is so much more versatile than cable, and that's why there's mass adoption. Also, the average person watches YouTube for just 16 minutes per session, which looks at what consumers do in comparison to 3 hours and 26 minutes of TV watch per session. It's interesting stuff, right? And I can see in the chat box, whenever you guys see something that piques your interest, you light that chat box up. So I know that you're finding this interesting as well, which makes me very happy because we're on the same path, the same kind of thinking. Now, meaning, you get a heck of a lot of attention on your content from people starved of new content. Remember I was saying, like, cable TV isn't that great anymore. So everyone moved over to connected TV just because there's a whole amount of content out there. And not just movies and documentaries, but all kinds of content, educational, sports, all kinds of stuff. I promise you this, there is not a niche that you can't go into, and I will cover a few shortly. Now, you may be wondering, why would people watch my content? Well, people use their TVs to search for content just like they would on Google, YouTube, or anywhere else. But guess what? It's even easier to search on TV than it is on their phone or computer, thanks to TV remotes with microphones. People just speak into their remote and it searches whatever they're looking for. So if you have a fishing channel, or if you have a church service channel, whatever it is, it could be anything. People with that interest can pick up their remote and literally speak into it, and it searches it out for you. It's way easier. I prefer searching using this than I do typing in, because it's just so easy. You just pick up your remote, you talk into it, and away you go. And it's as simple as that. Now, in 2021, the US online connected TV devices rate hit 82%, which obviously means 82% of America alone has access to online connected TV. Can you imagine how many people worldwide can access that too? Now, here's 3 facts for your TV channel creation, okay? Now, you don't need to be on camera to create content, okay? You don't need your own content, like I already showed you when we made the $25,000 in a year with ad revenue. That was other people's content. And you don't need to make content because it's all provided for you in different ways. Now, there's ways to get free content with little effort, and get a pen and paper if this interests you as well, because one of the ways is Creative Commons. We use content for free that we're allowed to use. Now, I went over to Wikipedia just to give it a bigger explanation of what it was and something that you could read on the screen. And here's what it says. I'm going to read it out. The Creative Commons CC license is one of the several public copyrighted licenses that enable the free distribution of an otherwise copyrighted work. A Creative Commons license is used when an author wants to give other people the right to share, use, and build upon a work that the author's created. It's as simple as that, and it's as easy as that. It doesn't take long at all to source content. You can get free content from many places like YouTube, Vimeo, and there's other places like websites and services like Creative Commons. There's many more out there. You just have to search inside the video filters and select CC, which stands for Creative Commons, when you're inside. And like I said, it's super simple and it takes minutes to do. So there is where you become unstuck if you are struggling to make content or have content yourself. Now, you may be wondering, how hard is it to make TV channels? Well, with people of all ages and technical abilities, and I am not kidding, you're never too old to build a business. Do not ever think that you are, and you're never too newbie. They say age is just a number, and with TV Boss Fire, that is exactly true, my friends. Here's Lynn Stone, he's 77, and he says, I joined this opportunity to help authors, illustrators, and speakers exceed their present horizons. Therefore, I've labored all this time to get a great lineup. Software failure dumped him out twice, so he obtained a better. That's us. Hello. Today, this afternoon, I submitted my first station and it stuck. Roku kept it down and I feel like I've really made it happen. Thanks for all the support. I'm 77 years old and I'm the first one in my family to own a television station with advertisers already and 2 biggies of the day considering my offer. Think about that, my friends. Do you want to be the first person in your family to have your own TV station? I know so many people out there who wow their family, let alone wow them with the results that they get. But yeah, Lindstone's 77, so proud of him. From launching our first version of TV Boss, I began witnessing dozens and dozens of awesome people making big moves with TV channels. I was seeing people getting traffic, leads, sales, and more, all happening with people inside the Facebook members area, and even emails and messages thanking me. I got a heck of a lot. It was exciting. It really was. Now, connected TV is the #1 way to allow people to consume content worldwide. And our system allows people to access a new type of potential customer that's never been reached before, because it's TV. It demands authority, right? How many people right now knew that you could actually make TV channels? Bob says he's 77 too. Yeah, can you just throw it in the chat box? How many of you knew that you could actually make TV channels? Did not know. No. Oh, a couple of people say yes. No. I did. No idea. Wow, not me. No. You see? Means I'm doing my job. I'm revealing something that can help you. So our system, TV Boss Fire, delivers massive captive audiences. And as you can see, online television works. So now the question is, how can you make channels? Well, it's super simple. In fact, the easiest part is creating TV channels when you have the right tools. It's like anything, the right tools make things so much easier. Now, there's 3 main ways to make TV channels, and I mentioned the TV Boss software suite, but you can do this yourself too, and I will cover all of them, and I do cover all of them purely and simply because I don't want anyone to think that I've just, excuse me, that I've just railroaded everyone into a one-way street where you have to buy our software. You can do this yourself too. I didn't want anyone, like I say, just to feel like there was only one option. We like to give options, like I say, full transparency. So you could use my system that my clients use to create unlimited channels, not just for Roku, but Amazon Fire, and soon coming Google Chromecast and Apple TV, and growing, plus live streaming we have now. And there's over 300 million plus users on those combined and growing. Added on to that, think about that. And this is going into the system. You could also learn and develop it for yourself without the TV Boss Fire system. Obviously, it takes time and money, but it's possible. The other drawback, sadly, is that if you're not a coder, I highly recommend something else, not to mention even as a coder. Various platforms have different coding languages. There's many out there for these platforms, right? Such as Amazon Fire's code languages are different to Apple TV's coding languages. They're just all different, so you'd have to learn each one, which sucks, right? Especially when there's a way to automate it and do it so easily. But you could also pay a coder to do this, but they're from roughly $60 up to and over $150 per hour on many of the outsourcing sites. And here's a couple like eLancer and freelancer.com. But the main drawback of this is it's slower, more costly, and sadly, if you want multiple channels, it will just cost too much. Now, also the problem is, remember when I was saying at the very beginning that I've been stung by people? Coders have been the thorn in my side since beginning my own business, okay? To get to the point where this stuff is, I have probably lost well over $50,000 to people who never fulfilled what they could promise me. And that's not an exaggeration. I've had people come up with all kinds of excuses. And the other thing is the problem is once they know that you're dependent on them, then they just kind of just drag it out and charge more, and you're just beholden to those people. So that's why I always try and help people to help themselves rather than rely on people like coders, because it is a very, very precarious kind of route that you can go. You have to know the right people and pay the right amount of money as well, and it's expensive. People like Robert tried to manually create channels in the past and they struggled. He had a channel for his ministry and he said it's been a long time coming. TV Boss made it happen very easily. Before TV Boss, he was attempting to hand code a channel, but he could never get it approved. With TV Boss, it was up and running in just a few days, and then he thanked us, which is cool. Now you know the ways in which you can create channels. You just need to figure out which one makes the most sense to you. But don't wait and don't hold back, okay? Because now's the time for your success. And like I say, we're at the peak of media evolution. We are here right now. This is it. Now you may be wondering, how does TV Boss Fire work? Well, lucky for you, I have something prepared, and here's an overview video. I'm going to hit play right now. Hello and welcome to the TV Boss Fire overview video. This is where it all begins, okay? And it's a very, very simple page. Once you log in, you will land on this. Every time you create a channel in this gray bar down here, or whitey gray bar, your channels will populate. With every time your channel pops up, you can choose anything from you viewing it, to edit it, to switch it over to another account on TV Boss, or even share on social media to get more eyeballs to it, okay? Now moving on from there, if you want to add a channel, just literally click the right icon here, create a channel, and you basically enter some simple details to begin. The name, the description, the channel icon which you upload here, and that is the first step to creating your channel. Number two is the settings. Once you've saved that, the provider name, the language, your contact email, your affiliate URL, because we also have about, watch, and store pages, which means anyone who watches this from kind of coming from external traffic like Google, say they search your channel or they search for content that is on your channel and find it, if they're wondering how you've actually made this channel, you can actually get affiliates from that, or you can turn them off. You can also embed them, as it says here, but you have to save the channel first, into a website of your choice, as long as it supports HTML, and then you watch and publish. It's simple as that for this step. Now, moving on, we have videos here also, so you can add 10 items per page, as it says, and it says click below to add your first video details. So basically this is all it takes, and you basically just click the plus and then go from there. We prompt you with everything. Like I say, if you see here, you see these tooltips, they all have little tooltips which show you everything that's needed. As you can see, it says 114 by 114 channel logo, PNG image in your Fire TV channel, not used by Roku. So there's different elements in here that tells you exactly what you need. Like it says here, maximum 200 characters. This channel name is to be displayed in your Fire TV channel, not used by Roku. So this is your channel here and not in Roku. Everything leads you through it. Very, very simple, but we have training as well. So it's not as if it's something difficult to do. Moving on, we have the tutorials, which we have the knowledge base, essentials on using your TV Boss Fire, which is the main training, and then we have some bonuses if you're eligible for it, and boot camps and webinars here. If you're an agency license holder, then you can create and manage users here who will actually get access to TV Boss. But the beautiful thing of it is, we also have the bonuses that you're eligible for here, and then also downloads, which is Mac, Linux, Windows, and Android and iOS are coming soon. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's a quick overview, but it's seriously easy to create and manage TV channels with all the training that you ever need. So there we have it, my friends. That is the overview. And from that, we had some amazing feedback using our system. Some awesome people making big moves, and even people making TV channels within 24 hours. People like Daron. He said, hey, I'm a newbie, and I just wanted to thank you guys so much for your help and support. I have my very first channel in review with Roku and Amazon Fire. You guys are great. Well, he sent me an email. And here it is. He says, greetings, Craig. My name is Daron and I'm a newbie here to TV Boss Fire. And I just wanted to let you know I've been amazed by this great product. I also wanted to let you know my very first TV channel is up and running on Roku TV and Amazon Fire TV. It took me a little under 13 minutes from start to finish. Think about that. An actual TV channel made in under 30 minutes from a total newbie, okay? So if you was thinking this is too hard for you, it really isn't, okay? He basically then goes on to say, from start to finish for creating the channel, and then it was sent to Roku and Amazon Fire for review. I literally followed the tutorials, which are amazing, by the way, step by step, and created the channel in no time. Now I'm addicted, haha. I want to make even more channels. Thanks again for creating TV Boss Fire. Until next time, my friend, cheers, best wishes. And that's how simple it is. Well, from there, he also sent me some images where his friends began sending him pictures of his channel. And this is his music channel that he has. How cool is that? Like, his actual friends are now watching his TV channel. And not just that, the more that people watch it, the more ad revenue that he gets, and the more that he can actually make money by moving his traffic from TV, which we teach people how to do, into the other routes to actually make that money. Now, these are some of the channels that are made by our web app, and we host thousands now. Okay, we have anywhere from Army Live, from Cook With Me TV, you may have seen that one in an earlier slide, In Country Music TV, Travel Adventures, Alien Encounters, Surfing, Hunting and Fishing, Sacred Wise Women Rising. I always struggle to say that one. It's a tongue twister. Blockchain TV. Also, we have like crypto and stuff as well. It really is for anyone in any niche, regardless of what you want to go into. You can monetize it. There are ways, okay? It really is a phenomenal experience to see people making moves with their passions and hobbies as well to make money. So let's look into some of the top 5 reasons businesses need TV channels and why people use TV Boss Fire. Well, first of all, it builds brand awareness. Excuse me. If people don't know about your business, they can't become your customers. It's as simple as that. Having your own TV channel will boost your visibility among potential customers, letting you reach a wide new audience, audiences that you couldn't have imagined possible to reach. It communicates authority too. Customers are becoming savvier and more discerning about which brands and businesses that they support. Having a TV channel with frequently updated, relevant content will build your brand's authority, and it ensures that we make a positive impression that the business is trustworthy and knowledgeable. Makes sense, right? It's also a video catalog. You can showcase all of your products or your services in one place. Produce this entertainment rather than a stuffy video brochure. You can create shows around your products and services. For example, a cooking show to showcase your chef skills or kitchen products and stuff. It's really cool. Also, you show authenticity. Customers aren't interested in businesses that publish dry corporate style content anymore. Instead, you can let your brand's personality shine through in everything that you share on your TV channel. You can show your customers a different side of your business and connect with them on a deeper level. And that's the key thing, right? Also, you can grow affordably. Your business, regardless of size or budget, has an amazing opportunity to grow your audience whilst influencing and growing huge brand awareness through platforms like Amazon Fire and Roku. They can get a lot of value for their dollar with their own TV channel, especially right now while it's not saturated like the other realms out there like YouTube and everywhere else. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, but I wanted to choose 5 of them just to share with you the potential. You can even grow your email list quickly. These simple yet effective steps I've recently introduced to you in the demo are the reason we've got users saying this. Meet Earl. He says, my family circle subscriber stats are showing steady, wonderful growth of subscribers. I'm delighted. For the 4th month in a row, my list has tripled. Now, let's just think about those last 3 words. List has tripled. That's his email database. So if he had 100 the first month, then it was 300, then it was 900, then it was 2,700. Think about it. He says, do you know what YouTube has done for me? Nothing. There's a moral in there somewhere. Andrew and I are working on making those numbers even better. Who's one of the team here? Because like I say, we help work with people because we want to see your success. Speaking of ads earlier, here's someone making money with their own ads, okay? Steve began making an extra $500 per month just by grabbing leads from TV channels while I was testing. He said, been loving TV Boss, testing it to generate leads for my clients. Best of all, since I started it, it's been generating around $500 per month. So a big thank you to TV Boss for this product. Regards, Steve. $500 a month in testing. I do need to catch up with him and find out what he's been up to lately. But that is incredible just in testing. And I know for a fact that these leads were mainly, he focused on Roku when I was speaking to him at the time, and he was selling leads to plumbers here in the UK, to plumbers. So it isn't just shows and films and documentaries and stuff. There's ways to monetize it. You're only limited by your own imagination in TV. That's kind of like my little saying, because if you use your imagination, you can monetize any niche in the most imaginative way as well. We even have, excuse me, companies contact you to have ads on your TV channels and pay you per showing. I got an email from Justice, and she said, "Hi Craig, a company called Aragon Creek is asking to place some ads on one of my channels. Have you heard of them?" But the key part is that people are actually reaching out to the customers that I have to actually advertise on their shows and their TV channels. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Let's talk about the elephant in the room that YouTube do not want anyone talking about regarding adverts, okay? So we have a punch up. It's YouTube versus online TV. 65% of all users skip ads on YouTube, and 84% of mobile users skip ads, which are disgusting figures, right? No one's going to say that they're good figures because they really aren't. Whereas connected TV ads have a near perfect ad completion. Viewers are watching the ads through until the end with an average completion rate of 98%. Can I just get a shout in the box? Can I get a 1 if you find that impressive? 111. 11111. Yes, that's the chat that I like to see. Everyone actually seeing the potential along with me. Some people are putting hundreds of ones in there. So I'm glad you share the enthusiasm that I do. Thank you for that, everyone. So yeah, 98% of adverts are watched through to the end on TV. And you know yourself, when you're on YouTube, you skip them and stuff, don't you? Whereas on TV, you expect channels. We've been kind of conditioned from a young age, or from the early age of TV, if you're older than I am, to watch adverts. In fact, when it comes down to certain times of the year, like Christmas and the Super Bowl, people actually enjoy adverts and stuff as well. It's just in the right place, right? So can you imagine not only being able to host third-party ads where you're paid hands-free residual income by advertising companies, whilst also being able to put ads on your TV channels for your own traffic pushing efforts, but actually sell leads and traffic to other companies? Cha-ching! I can hear light bulbs go off whenever I say stuff like this, because I know that from the chat box that many of you on the same wavelength, and that there is the potential. So let's cover the money making ways for TV channels, okay? We have hosting other people's advertising. I already spoke about that one. That's where we made the 25,000 in our testing ourselves. Direct advertising, where you host your own ads, like Stephen Brocklehurst was doing when he was doing it in testing and generating $500 per month. That's just on one channel selling leads to plumbers. Imagine if he had 100 channels, 10 channels, 5 channels, whatever it was. You're quickly going to be building up that income, right? Also, you can do affiliate marketing, lead generation. You can sell your own products and services, which many of our users do. You also can do channel sponsorship. So I'll give you an example, because I always people always ask the question about this one. Say you have a dog training channel. You can go to people who have companies in the pet realm and say, hey, do you want to sponsor our channel? We'll kind of push your business out there, and they sponsor your channel. It happens. Banner and text advertising in there, also donations and charity, and I want to cover this one as well to give even more clarity. Okay, so with donations and charity, it just doesn't have to be for your local church or starving children overseas, or whatever your charity is that is close to your heart. You can also gain donations by putting good content out there that people want you to keep putting out there, and they actually pay for that privilege in the way of a donation. Also product placement. And I really enjoy this one, because now I'm in this realm, I see it so much more than I ever did before. So Superman back in the day flew through a Coca-Cola billboard, product placement. David James, is that his name? No, Daniel Craig, sorry. Daniel Craig, James Bond 007. Well, it's not a martini shaken, not stirred anymore. He drinks Heineken, and the labels everywhere, all over the bottles and everything. Then there's like Dunkin' Donuts in Transformers. It is everywhere, and people get paid handsomely for that kind of stuff. You can also build your social media following easily as well. You can basically siphon the traffic off TV and build your social media growing, whether it's a fan page for, I don't know, your yoga business, or whether it's your fishing hobby that you want to get people to come to your Twitter or wherever it is. You can actually, with calls to actions, tell them where to go and what to do, and they do it. Think about all the famous people in the world and all the influencers and stuff, or the ones from TV anyway, all came from TV. They wanted to find out more about that person. So does this excite you as much as it does us? Hit the 1 on your keyboard now to let me know you basically see the potential of online TV. Oh my goodness. Yes, if you could see, I wish I could share this experience with you, because it really is something that's very exciting for me, and it clearly is for you folks as well. And it's, like I say, it's really nice to see the engagement, and you really do light up like a Christmas tree. So thank you for that. Now, there's multiple benefits and multiple wins using online television. There really is. There's many benefits to being a connected TV channel owner by using TV Boss Fire and our whole system. First of all, and best of all, it's a lucrative business, okay? But you also benefit in these ways with TV Boss Fire. You can generate high-paying clients, recurring income with the ads. You're hitting a hungry market and you're ahead of the times. And that is the key thing, right? Also, you're using an online platform helping you hit the ground running, because you just log in and get going, like Daron did, and he made his first TV channel in 30 minutes, total newbie. Also, you're taught how to set up your TV channel business with the training that we have, and we do give coaching and training alongside this. We have a never alone promise that we're really proud of. Like, for example, we have live 24/7 chat support. We do weekly webinars, or bi-weekly webinars, sorry, or monthly webinars. It depends when people have a need to be fulfilled or when something new comes out, and we help our customers. It's a never alone promise that we make, and that's because we truly care. And this is I eat, breathe, and sleep this niche, along with my team, and some of them are in the chat box now who will be responding to you if you ask questions and stuff. 24/7 live chat support that we have. We also have ongoing development, like I mentioned earlier, purely and simply because I'm the captain of this ship, and my dream is to provide the #1 TV channel creation platform in the world, and I will not stop until I do that. Like I say, I've already invested well over $250,000 into this, and all the money that I get goes back into this business. That's how much I believe in it. I'm not one of these laptop lifestyle people. I can do that when the time's right, when I've built our goal. And like I say, I share that goal with so many people who run alongside us. Also, it's fully hosted, so it's a login easy platform on a web app. You just literally go into your browser, get into TV Boss Fire, and away you go, rather than having to depend on things like servers and stuff of your own, and hosting and different things when it comes down to having downloadable things that need to be uploaded onto your desktop and then into servers and stuff. None of that. It's fully hosted. Also, we do the hard work to ensure that your TV channels are made as easily as possible. That is the one thing that we do. So when you've seen that 3-step video, the process, it looks easy because we made it look easy, because the hard work was done in the background. Now, I've been working on this software for years. This isn't something that's just here today, gone tomorrow, flash in the pan. We are well established. As you can see, we have many customers who are very happy, thanking us. Daron only, I think it was last week that he sent me that. It wasn't long ago at all. So these people are actually making big moves using our system that's been around for a while now. And that's the one thing that you need to kind of look when you are purchasing these things. Like, how long has this been out for? Where are these testimonials coming from? Just questions like that you should ask yourself. Well, these are all genuine testimonials, and they're all on, like I say, this well-established platform that is easy to use because we make sure it is. Also, connected TV is big business because virtually everyone watches TV. And in a household where there's on average 3 people watching the television at once and all viewing about 3 to 5 hours per day each, when I found out that that fact, I was blown away. I didn't realize that people watch that much TV. But you know, sometimes I'll settle down and I'll put a series on. I go on Amazon Fire all the time, or Roku, and I'll watch something. I've just started watching something called Queen of the South. Before you know it, I'm 3 episodes in. It just happens, but it's true. You can get so far into watching TV that you can sit there for a good few hours binge watching stuff. Or I'll watch something on TV, like I say, it could be fishing because I'm interested in fishing, all kinds of stuff. You just get sucked into enjoying the content and you watch it. So, question: who could use their own TV channels? Well, the pandemic has given us an even bigger pool of buyers as now businesses are doing more online. For example, gyms, coaches, and mentors are rapidly looking for alternative ways to educate. And due to the nature of this pandemic, restrictions and safety, it's wise for smart business owners to have moved to online TV so they can still operate and flourish. But that's just a small example. I like to go into things a bit more deeply. Here's just some niches that you can target in the following arenas. And don't worry, we can teach you how as well. So we have health and beauty, fitness and weight loss, nutrition, self-improvement, wealth, business, investing, crypto, make money online, personal finance, dating and relationships, hobbies, gadget and tech. Now you will have your own interest in one of these. And the one thing that I always tell people to do is make a TV channel on something that interests you the most, because then you have a passion in it and it's fun and it's exciting. And then that gets the first channel made, where you actually get the experience, and then you can just blast out channels all day if you like. Also, here's some more examples of potential niches. We have sports leagues, shows and events from football, tennis, sports news, and even live events, along with business from product owners wanting infomercials to real estate agencies showcasing homes. Also, news organizations. News is big, and if they're not on connected TV, they will be soon. And this is where you can reach in and actually get a piece of the pie with your own news station if you're interested in something like that. Also, music from brands wanting exposure to festival coverage and more. Also, schools, universities, and educators teaching anything from science to languages. It's all possible, and these are all niches that you can monetize. Hobbyists with passions like fishing and shooting, cooking, painting, and others like arts and crafts. Like I say, these things that I'm mentioning, you will have an interest in one of these. Like Daron, for example, has his own music channel, like the one on the top right that you see here. I guarantee that one of these niches, or collective of niches, I guess, on some of them, you will have an interest in that. Also, entertainment from producers getting their content out there, to events and music events, and travel and tourism from showcasing timeshare to holiday resorts to visit and make bookings and sales. It's as simple as that. There's so many things out there that we can actually dive into. TV isn't TV anymore. TV is so much more than just films and documentaries. And these are some of the niches. So are you ready to see some successful TV channel owners? Can I get a yes in the box or a 1, please, folks? Yes, 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 yes. Mark says 1, Rod says 1, PJ says 1, Shayna's 1, Stephen 1, Wayne 1, Antique 1, Karen 1, Derek 1, Abdul 1, Curtis 1, Jory 1, Blythe 1, Dan 1, Wayne 1, Ben 1. There's a heck of a lot of people. Thank you, everyone. Like I say, I really do appreciate your engagement with me. Let's get going then. So here's retired police officer and TV boss member, friend of ours, Joe Ferdinando. He's built a solid business using TV Boss. And I'll leave Joe to tell you his business income since the beginning, his journey with us. And it's exciting, it's real, and it is fun. Check this out.
Joe Ferdinando here, and with TV Boss, I made $75,000 in the first year, well over a 6-figure income in the second year. TV Boss works.
Short but to the point video, right? Now, if you look over his left shoulder, which is on the right, as we look at it, that camera, tripod, and microphone is all he uses when he makes content himself. But like I say, you don't even need to do that if you don't want to, but that's just what he does. Everyone does things differently, and that's how he does it. $75,000 in his first month, well over 6 figures in his first year, and second year was well over 6 figures. Exciting times. Now we have Jose from Portugal. He says Portugal TV in 5 days, good or bad. 419 installs in 5 days. Jose from Portugal, like I say, which is in Europe. If you don't know where it is, I'm sure you all do. But when he found us, this was the beginning of his journey. He then updated us. He said, during several years, I invested in courses, software, shiny objects. Yes, some of them were helpful, but others just scams. 2018 was a turning point, and TV Boss gave me hope, happiness, and passion with this amazing project. Yes, I can. You can too. Have your own TV channel. The amazing team and group are really a family. Like I say, we're a family where you can find knowledge and help every day, almost 24 hours. We do have 24/7 live support, like I say. Do you know the feeling when you have doubts and it's just you and your computer? With TV Boss, you're not alone anymore. No Google or YouTube search, direct to the point info. And if you're thinking, is this profitable? Yes, you can bet it is. I couldn't imagine, I just added that word in, I wasn't imagining it was possible to deal thousands of dollars with just a few emails and phone calls. In less than 30 days, I'm dealing in more than 2 million US dollars with the big boys in 2 weeks. I was able to achieve 30,000 euros for a local radio channel. Don't be afraid, study, train, and take action, and you will be able to achieve the same results. And he was kind enough to update us with some earnings screenshots that landed in his bank due to making sales using connected TV and using our training on this very next slide. So I don't know why it's back to front. I'm guessing he may have used the other camera angle on his phone, but we certified him obviously to celebrate his win like we did with Raven and other people that we celebrate with. But take this. Here's a 4,000 euro sale. 18,000, well, it might have been accumulation of sales. 18,000 euros there, 23,000 euros there, 6,150 euros there, and 2,000 euros there. These are what landed in his bank account thanks to connected television, thanks to TV Boss and the team. And I'm really proud of that. And I've probably said that a few times now, but I really am. The people that you're seeing throughout this presentation are real people getting real results, and they are just like you and I. We're no different to each other, I promise you that. I used to do flooring for a living, okay? I used to crawl around on my hands and knees in people's houses fitting flooring. It wasn't much fun. Anthony Bogattini reported back to the group saying, I've never made this kind of revenue in such a short time span. He made over 6 figures in 3 months. In fact, using the first version, he was so happy with his newfound success. He messaged me and told me that he was treating his wife to a nice vacation. And he says there, taking my wife to Hawaii next week to celebrate. Have a great day, Craig. Thank you for this awesome software. Planning on doing even more sales with the Fire 2-in-1 version. Anthony told me that during his time with us, he's made over $1 million using TV Boss. And he posted it in the group as well. I'm going to share some more posts from our amazing TV Boss family members to show you it works like gangbusters. But newbie news users, hit the ground running with our system. And here's a few of their first day releases of their channels. Here's Joseph Hudgens. Here's my stats for the Hip Hop Underground Exposure channel, 1,759 installs. Ray Pepito, stats for his first day going live, and never had a YouTube channel do this out the gate. Is this normal? 205 installs. And it's true. How many of you have put a video up onto YouTube and actually got results in the first day like that? I can guarantee not many of you, if any. Also, we have Andy Dollinger, first 24-hour results, good, bad, acceptable. 115 new installs that you see over on the left here. Also forgot previously when I was making this, how about selling your own physical products like John Rodriguez does? And people have been doing this successfully. He says here, my channel is working better than I thought. And then someone says, in what way, John? Anti-aging gel. My channel is doing good and my sign-ups to my offer is doing very good. Anti-aging gel, right there. Physical products too. Doesn't have to be online stuff. Do you think you can achieve the results with the right guidance, training, and help? The people I showed you didn't have any prior knowledge. You already know the answer. The answer is yes. Anyone can do this. Anyone, including you. That is you sat here, right now, listening to this. And like I say, thank you to everyone for joining the call. I really do appreciate it. We have people messaging us to thank us that they love TV Boss so much. Here's Norbert. It's hard to find words to what I'm experiencing right now. When I saw the promo about TV Boss, I didn't hesitate to purchase it. I always love video marketing. In the past, I've had some success with it, but always more work than pleasure. With TV Boss, from the first moment, I felt that I'm working on something I have total control over. Like I say, help people to help themselves. It made me so confident before seeing any results that I did not hesitate investing into live streaming, and also it gave me many ideas to try out. It's not only a business model in itself, but it can make any other business model thrive. I love the members area. It's so self-explanatory. I just clicked through and before I knew it, I had my first channel set up within a day, which is unheard of. I mean, I had to learn a completely new concept, grasp it, create videos, learn a software and fill out stuff. But just clicking through the training made it so stupidly simple that I did not even realize that I'm blazing through creating a new TV channel from scratch. The software is wonderful and easy to use. It's only scary if someone doesn't follow the videos when setting it up, and that's it. And in one of the first videos we have a planning phase, and that is just to get everything set up, just follow the video, learn and plan. And it really does help people. Everything that we've done is laid out a specific way to help people. The support is wonderful and the Facebook community is just great. After publishing my channel, I got immediate responses on how to fix one problem, which made my channel unavailable. I love it. The webinars just make my head spin with no ideas to try out. Thank you, TV Boss, for this new era of online marketing. Sincerely, Norbert. It's cool stuff, and it really does, like I say, make me proud. Leon says, thanks, Aaron. Just got back. This is to the live chat support. Aaron's the head guy. Just got back from back Sunday from Tennessee from the Country Music Awards. We won Media Company of the Year, took home the trophy. So we have users who are actually winning awards. Amazing. So as you can see, you're onto a big winner by using connected television. And now the big question, you're wondering, okay, so how much for the TV Boss Fire system? Because obviously, like I say, I've given you the 3 ways that you can do it. You can do it yourself by learning it, or employing a coder, or you can use our system, which kind of removes all the hard work. So you will be wondering this. If you take action today, you've got a deal at your fingertips like no other. Firstly, you're going to get the TV Boss Fire system, and you're getting 3 options of channels within the TV Boss Fire suite. This is designed to get you on track, fired up and ready to rock on your new television business, okay? And also upgrades and bonuses for anyone who purchases TV Boss right now, such as we have an auto-generated about your TV channel page. So basically, Roku and Amazon require an about your channel page. We automatically create that, so you don't have to have hosting for it. You don't have to then create the content. It is all done for you automatically within the system. And honestly, automation is key within business. And that is why everything that you see once you get inside there is purely that. Also, the TV Boss Fire Facebook group, which is priceless. Like I say, when you see or hear everyone saying the Facebook family, that is because that's what it is. Also, Todd's television on Todd's television on camera training, which is a value of $197. Also, the TV Boss Fire bootcamp that we have, which is $497, which is pure gold. We also have TV Boss Fire weekly webinars, which is the value is $1997 per year, easily, because it's ongoing training to help your business thrive. And when new things come out, new things happen, we're there to help you. Also, the BioLink Creator app that we have, value $197. Also, we have 50 ebooks from various niches to become an expert in your niche. So if you're struggling for content, we're actually going to supply you stuff that you can use to actually mold content yourself and actually help build out your websites with more content or blogs. Also, Todd's voice training, which is $197 value. And if you don't know Todd by now, you better get to know him, because he really is, even when you listen to him just talking on a webinar, he's highly professional and his voice is so polished. So the total value of them are over $3,479 alone. And that is just the bonuses, right? Here's some previous TV Boss webinar feedback that we had, and I read through some, and I took these just so people know that when they come onto these webinars, it isn't just a pitch fest every time they come onto a webinar. We actually look after people, and that is the be all end all for us. Like, that's our goal. So Rick Roach says, best webinar ever, informative and not salesy. Beverly says, thank you so much for a really great and informative webinar. I learned a lot more here. I'm going to just drop down to one at the bottom. Ella Attenborough, I feel like I'm really part of something that finally has the potential to be really big if done correctly. Finally, I'm onto something at the start before the masses. So there's loads of stuff. We get loads of good feedback just because we work our butts off to help people as much as possible. Also, like I say, the Facebook group, which has 1,800 members in currently, and we call it the movers and shakers, because that's what we are. It's basically a backstage pass to see what's working for fellow on-demand marketers and experts to take your results to the next level. And people do help each other out there all the time, which is really nice to see. And if you grab, and this is kind of like a little sneak preview to one of the packages, if you grab the 10 channel package, you'll get these added bonuses. So 10 channel bonus number 1, you get 2 additional channels for free, and the value of that's $54. So you've actually got 12 channels in the 10 channel bonus pack, okay? And also we are giving an agency license to sell just 1 channel, okay? One of the channels, because we actually do have an agency license previously, and the value is phenomenal. We have people actually making sales from 10,000 up to 30,000 plus selling TV channels, okay? So the value of that, we classed lowballed it $10,000, because that's what it is. You can sell one channel and you can look how much money you can make. And like I say, we have so many people who are selling channels right now. The family really do push hard to make things happen, and that's because they see just how profitable this arena is, and they want to get in there and get it done. Also, with one final thing to share with you before we tell you where to grab the system, okay? As a launch special, we've got something truly exciting for you, and it really is. You can get the TV Boss Fire Fast Pass and bundle every upgrade now, okay? So instead of going through them one by one, it's bundled. They're 4 powerful add-ons for a low one-time investment. So once you buy TV Boss Fire, we're offering you a way to save even more money and gain an unfair advantage over everyone else during this short period of this launch. Let's dive into each upgrade that's basically all included at a discount price. So FastPass Upgrade 1, which is the Money Makers training, which has the value of $47. And this is where it gets real. We're personally going to download our brain into yours and cover the following methods of money making, growing your business, and obviously your TV channels. So do you remember when I covered all these different ways of how you can monetize and get the most out of your channels? The training is exactly this. Now we have training inside TV Boss where we actually help you build your channels, but obviously to take that to the next level and actually monetize and get the most out of your TV channels, I have created personally training that covers all of these. Interesting, right? And like I say, I deep dive into these as well. It's not just like I just mention them and say do this. Like I explain things and I help you come up with ideas and stuff like that. Also, FastPass upgrade number 2, the channel optimization system, which is really exciting because it's been revamped. Before it was a manual thing that we did to get the information. So basically, within TV Boss Fire, you can choose your channel that you want to optimize, and it automatically adds it to our system. And then we basically help you quickly increase your subscribers, traffic, and profits from your channel hands-free. So the viral channel optimization drives massive exposure and engagement to your channel for both quick and sustained boost to your potential profits. So we are actually helping get more people watching your content, rating it, going to Roku, etc., and actually getting consuming your content. And traffic is the lifeblood to any business. So when we offer this truly is an epic way to help increase your viewers. Also, the marketer's goldmine, which is videos, images, music, and a heck of a lot more. And we do believe, and like I say, automation is key, but we can't automate creating things for people. So we've done it for you. We basically have, I'll just read out the ones that are on the screen now, like top converting videos, done for you audios and special effects, done for you stunning professional graphics, content marketing, lead magnets and bonuses, and there's more. I'm not just talking, like once you log into there, you will truly see just how vast it is and how much time and effort we put into there. Like we have graphics packages and all sorts, banners, badges, you name it, characters, all kinds of stuff, royalty-free music, royalty-free images. But it's not just that, it's the content that helps you build your business as well. Also, here's where the superstar Todd comes in. So you basically, your channel's about to take a turn for an even bigger win with our team. And the TV boss himself, Todd Gross. And the value of that's $497. We're basically going to help you create your very own channel branding for you by giving you high quality voiceover done by Todd.
And this, by the way, Craig, is custom. It's custom.
Exactly.
So that means that whatever channel you develop, you're going to come to us and you're going to tell us what you'd like me to say. You know, someone was giving an example like, you know, this is CNN, that kind of thing. You know, where I'm giving you in fact, we have some examples. When you go inside, you'll actually see that we have some examples of me doing this for you. So if you're going to be talking about some sort of dog training on your channel, it would be, you know, here's Scott with his dog training tips, or, you know, something like that. I will do a personally branded voiceover with an actual stinger, beautiful stinger video that's going to go along with it, that's going to introduce your channel when people first turn it on. And that's what we're going to be providing with this particular upgrade. That's just one of the things in the upgrade.
I know, I want one. But yeah, so there you have it. Todd just nipped in to give you more information on that. But that truly is something massive in itself. Someone says, what's the Stinger video? Stinger is basically an introduction video. It's it's like an intro.
Yeah, like, you know, when you watch TV and you see all kinds of swirling colors, and you know, and then pow, in the middle comes out the words, you know, like out of a puff of smoke, something like that, you know, and then at the same time I'm introducing specifically what you tell me to introduce. And that's, you know, completely customized to what you want. But that's what a stinger is. The stinger is the music, the stinger is the actual video, you know, the impactful video, and then the voice part is, you know, key to that as well.
Oh, for sure, and it gives that authority and the I'm trying to think of the best word for it, but the professionalism.
Gravitas.
Yeah,
Gravitas. Luke.
that's a great word as well.
Father, Luke.
But yeah, there you have it in a nutshell. So we have those 4 epic upgrades that are included in the Fast Pass once you take action on the front end, which is TV Boss. I'm just going to close the question box down because I knew there'd be some questions. So the true value of these upgrades are $849, not including the bonuses that I mentioned. Don't forget that. But as a launch special, if you decide to go through the upgrades one by one, it would cost you $241 separately. And during this webinar, we're offering you a close to a whopping 20% discount when you get all the upgrades bundled together, okay? And that is after you purchase the front end, okay? So you can make your choice and then move on to that. Now, this exclusive Fast Pass offer expires soon, and it really is. It's just a launch special, and the additional channel brander offer that Todd gives will be removed forever. That won't be coming back. That will be gone, purely and simply because he can't stretch himself that thin, right? Like, there will be people joining over time, and I can't just expect him to keep doing it and doing it and doing. That'd be a full-time job. So yes, it will be removed. Okay, it isn't false scarcity. This will be removed. And they've been very strict on that. So today on this offer right here, right now, you have the opportunity to get TV Boss Fire at a steal. Now we have 3 channel options, okay? So we have a 1 channel option, which is $27, 3 channels, which is $57, and 10 channels, which is discounted with a webinar coupon to $62. It should be $77. So you're actually saving even more money there. Incredible stuff, right? And included are over $1,000 of valuable bonuses, like I said, and upgrades, and most importantly, the TV Boss Fire system. You've got a once-in-a-lifetime chance to access it all right now, today, over at, drumroll please, tvbossfire.net/live. And remember, it's a webinar special limited coupon code, so it's TV Boss now to go and grab that, okay?
I got to tell you, Craig, this is unbelievable. I don't know if folks realize that they're getting such an incredible deal for 10 channels with the coupon that's available right now on this webinar. That means you're only getting $5. You're only paying $5 more than that $57, which would be the 3 channel. So it doesn't really pay to get the 3 channel. The 10 channel is at $62 during this webinar. And once you're on the inside, just to be clear, what Craig was saying so eloquently just moments ago is that you could get all the upgrades at once when you go in there and save $50 or 45 or something like that. It's just amazing, the value in terms of getting all those upgrades at the same time. You'll be given a choice to get each upgrade separately, or you could get them all at one time and save money, save even more. And you saw how valuable those upgrades are. In fact, Craig's going to go over them with you again in just a few minutes.
No, I sure am, my friend. But yeah, just for everyone who, have we put it in the chat box yet? Or I will do it. I'll type the.
Yeah, let's put that in the chat box, tvbossfire.net/live. That's the link to actually get TV Boss. It's as simple as that. Easiest link to remember in the world, tvbossfire.net/live. Great stuff. I will be back, Craig, in just a few minutes with the free copy. And the way that we're going to do that is by reimbursing folks. So it only works, you only get the free copy if you actually purchase it. And then what we do is we reimburse you totally. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to ask you a question about something that was said earlier in the webinar. You'll respond, and then we'll pick from the correct responses who gets the complete refund of TV Boss Fire.
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you for sharing that information with everyone. You did it better than I could. But yeah, so we have the three options, 27, 57 and 77. But don't forget the 10 channels is actually 12 channels, because we are giving the bonus 2 channels to people who grab the 10 channel, which is when I was speaking to the team, we really wanted to give a really great offer, and we couldn't think of a better way than what we've fashioned for everyone. And remember, if you grab the 10 channels, you can also, you're also eligible to sell one. You get 2 months to do that as well. Fast action taking is key. Now, 10 channels, $77 discounted to 62, plus the 2 channels plus the agency. Now, I'm just saying this so I don't do a disservice to you guys. The 3 channels is, like Todd was saying, it's $5 cheaper, but you actually get, what is it, 9 more channels, and you get another massive bonus on top of that. So you really should be taking action on that, purely and simply because that is the best value. And I couldn't, when we was discussing this, I was like, oh, that's cheap. But then I thought, you know what, in the spirit of this, let's do it. And Todd and I put a lot of time and effort into putting something together that gave such high value to everyone. We really, really do. Now, to prove this is the #1 way to consume content around the globe, let's look at what's happened to connected TV that shocked the world, my friends. Online TV is taking over. Now, March the 19th in 2019, Fortune.com came out with internet TV service overtakes cable for the first time ever. That's for the first time ever, okay? So connected TV is bigger than cable. It's called cord cutting. People are cutting the cord because they don't want to pay stupider prices for something that they can actually watch much, much cheaper. And times are changing. Let me tell you a true story. Blockbuster CEO once passed up a chance to buy Netflix for only 50 million, okay? Now, only 50 million. I wish I had 50 million, so it's not only 50 million. But to that guy right there that you're seeing, John Antioco, it was. Netflix approached him. He declined. But how much are these companies worth now? Let's have a look. Netflix are worth 247.3 billion. Connected TV right there, okay? Now, how much is Blockbuster's worth? Let's have a look. Company status is liquidation, okay? Now, that's a really sad thing, because I'm very, very fond of Blockbusters, because I used to go there with my family. I used to go, well, at first it was the VHS tapes, then DVDs, then computer games and stuff like that. But it's a very, very sad time for me. But ultimately, it just goes to show what happens when you don't move forwards with the times. So learn from John, the owner of Blockbusters, who went bust. You must evolve, and businesses must evolve. And unlike John, you don't have to miss out like he did. So today, you have a decision to make on this very call, which is on tvbossfire.net. Remember, that's where you need to go. You can forget about it and continue with your day-to-day life, or you can maximize your income using everything I've spoken about and more. And that's on tvbossfire.net/live. It really is a no-brainer. Now, I will cover the FastPass upgrades. I'm just going to go to sharing and pause my screen so I can go back up to those slides, purely and simply because then you don't have to watch me scrolling through them all. And I want to cover them just one last time. Like, you can listen to me while you go over to the sales page and get in there. Like I say, this is time sensitive as well. This isn't something that is just here forever. It's going in a very short period. It's a very, very short launch that we're having. Now, let me just share my screen again. There we go. Can everyone see my screen? Can they just get a 1 in the box? Joy says, I love it. Thank you, my friend. I really do appreciate the kind words like that. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Warren. Thank you, everyone else. Thank you. Yeah. So upgrade 1 of the FastPass is the Moneymakers training, which really is where it gets real. And I'm just going to go to the slide now and show you. So we have the hosting others advertising, how you can make money, hands-free money. That is where companies pay you for you to serve ads on your content. Also direct advertising, where you host your own ads, affiliate marketing. So if you want to sell anything from, I don't know, gaming headsets, because there are affiliate platforms out there where you can sell anything, or even coaching and stuff, or even fishing items, anything, you name it, whatever your niche is, there are platforms out there with tangible or intangible items that you can sell as an affiliate. And all you have to do is get your TV channels out there. Don't have to use your own content. You can use other people's content as well. Please don't forget that. That's the one thing that I stress with people, because people kind of freak out. They're like, oh my God, what? I have to make content. I have to get a camera out. I have to do this. No, you don't have to. Using a very, very limited amount of tools to download videos and upload and maybe even edit, and that's it. Lead generation. So like Stephen Brocklehurst did, like I say, we're going to teach you how to be able to do these things, selling your own products and services if you have them too. And I know there's a number of people out there who will, whether it's online or offline stuff. Also channel sponsorship, banner and text advertising, donations and charity. Like I say, it doesn't just have to be for a cause, it can be for your own business where people donate. Product placement as well. You grow a big channel and people will bite your hand off, my friends. And also you can build your social media following easily as well. And don't just think about for yourself in that way. Just think about if you want to actually host people like Raven, who you've seen on her channel. What she has, and it's called Raven International Network, and that's on Amazon Fire and Roku. She has people pay her to get slots on her channel for more exposure. That's what she does. That's what she enjoys. It's her passion anyway. She likes getting on screen. She was very good on screen, if you remember. Doesn't have to be like that though, does it? But if you're into that kind of thing and you want to do that kind of thing, you can. Or like I say, build your social media following. If you have a fishing page, I know someone who sells fishing items. Now, you could go out and film yourself fishing. What are you using? Is this the best bait? Is this the best lures, reels, rods, whatever it is? You can actually sell these things as well. You can, that is limitless. Like I say, it really is limitless. And that basically, these are the main money making ways for TV channels. And that is why I focus on teaching everyone everything that I know with input from the team and stuff. And like I say, we also have webinars for people to help push you even further. And then that upgrade too for the fast pass, which like I say, it's all bundled into one, which is channel optimization system, where we basically put you on our own system and we get pushing traffic. It's a brand new system where you have to do very little. And like I say, automation is something that I'm very, very keen on. So you just basically click a button and do a few things, and that is it. We take it and run with it and start pushing traffic as hard as possible to everything that you have on show. Also, the marketer's goldmine, which, like I say, what you're seeing on there is just 10% of it. We have graphics packages, royalty-free music. We have animated banners. We have animated backgrounds. We have all kinds of stuff. We have the content for you that you can use as well. A heck of a lot of stuff. If you're on the actual sales page now, I suggest you take a look at the fast pass, purely and simply because you'll save yourself a chunk of cash. And also, like I say, it's a big winner. Also, the channel brander, which Todd was speaking about, which is an intro or a stinger, which introduces your channel along with a voiceover from him, which is custom. You give him what you want him to say, and he'll do that for you. Now, can you think of anything better than that? One of the most well-known guys in the internet marketing realm, and he's pretty big on TV as well, actually doing this for you. When I said I want one too, I actually do. It's not just something I'm gonna have to try and figure a way out of getting him to create one for me as well. But yeah, I would love that myself personally. I see the value in that, and I'm sure you guys do too. So there are the 4 upgrades in its entirety. And like I say, the true value of them are $849. But as a launch special, if you decide to go through the upgrades one by one, it would cost you $241, but you actually save nearly 20% off when you take action and get it, get the fast pass. It's incredible, it really is. So I want to cover this one last time, the 3 options. So it's 1 channel, which is $27, 3 channels, which is $57, and 10 channels, which is 77 discounted to 62 with 2 added channels plus an agency license attached to one of your chosen channels that you can sell for anywhere. We do advise anywhere from 10,000 upwards, okay? Whether you break that down to someone paying you monthly for it, whatever it is, that is your choice. But we actually tell people what to sell the channel for because it's a premium service. Think about that as well, my friends. And we stacked the bonuses earlier, if you remember, a heck of a lot of them. And you actually see them on the page that you're on now if you're over on tvbossfire.net/live. And I did put the link into the chat. If anyone's missing it, I'm sure one of the team will be providing you with it. But it's on tvbossfire.net/live. And the coupon is TVBoss now, okay? I'm just going to pause my screen a minute, just so I can get back to where we are. There we go. Can everyone see my screen, please, folks?
Yeah. I'd like to ask some folks, you know, who jumped in and got the entire fast pass. If you did, I'd like you to put a 1 right now in the chat box. If you jumped in, you not only got the main product, but then you got all the upgrades bundled in one. Look at that. Thank you, Blythe and David and Anthony and Richard and Stephen and Mike.
Incredible. But yeah, there's so many good questions, and I really, someone says, I purchased this previously. Can I basically buy now and then add to the channel? Like, basically, can he tie in his existing channels with what we have? Yes, obviously we'll upgrade your account and make sure that everything's tied in together. We have live 24/7 chat support, so we can work with you, like I say, to get that sorted. Someone said they were a beta tester back in the day and they turned into a customer. Hey.
Craig, I want to point out, a lot of folks are asking, pardon me, about the fast pass pricing.
Yeah.
So again, let me explain what this is. So again, if you normally purchase the main product and then you go and you're hit with an upgrade that's related to the original product, and then another upgrade that's related to the original product, and Craig's going to go over all of them again with you in a moment, and a third one, usually you're purchasing those one by one. We realize that a lot of you would just like to get them all and get a discount for getting them all, and then it's a win-win situation. So that's what we've done. You have a choice of going through them one by one or getting them all at the very beginning, getting all those upgrades together. And that's why we call it Fast Pass, because you're kind of cutting the line and getting everything at once. All right. Now, with this Fast Pass, when you actually get in there and watch the video that's related to it, the whole thing will be laid out in front of you. All right. So you'll get to see all the upgrades. And then if you're still not interested after watching that video, you could still pick and choose and go through the process. But if you get them all together, for all those upgrades, you'll only pay $197, which is about $50 off. $50. It's about a 20% savings. Or is that 25? That's 20%. So again, it's a $50 savings. It's $197. All the upgrades are there if you want them. And watch that video when you first go in after you purchase. Watch that video because I go through great lengths to explain all those upgrades to you all at once, so you don't have to go from one to another if you don't want to. And that's what the Fast Pass is about. Craig.
Yeah, buddy. There's so many questions coming through. Like I say, Todd, would you want me to cover the Fast Pass again, or would you like me to continue answering questions?
Yeah, I just went over it. So answer the regular questions, and all the Fast Pass questions I'll answer in the question answer box.
Perfect. So the regular questions. Mark said Blockbuster who? That's it, sadly. Like I say, it's a sad time. I'm just going to pause my screen 1 minute and scroll again, just so you can all see where the coupon code is. Bear with me, my friends. There we go. Share the screen. Is there live streaming on here as well? Brilliant question, my friend. Yes, And to everyone, remember I say we're always growing the system. We're also, right now it's on my phone, I have a live streaming app, meaning that you can download an app onto your phone and you can live stream if you like. You don't have to use the phone, you can use other means. We teach you, but you could actually go to music events, you could go to sports events, you could interview people, whatever you want to do with your phone on the move, you could actually live stream to TV. Cool stuff, right? Think about that as well. You're actually getting a live streaming mobile phone app tied in. It's in development, so that's why it's not on this presentation, but I like to share the vision. And in fact, in one of the webinars that we have that we're going to be hosting very, very soon to the TV Boss family, it will actually share the vision that we have for this system and the way that we're moving forwards, because I believe that sharing a vision together is a very important thing. And like I say, the money that ever comes into the business goes back into the business purely and simply because my goal is to make this the #1 connected TV channel creation platform in the world. And I promise you that, my friends, that is my goal, and I will not stop. I will not stop. David says, I'm all in. Welcome, my friend. Bruce says, how much time does each channel take to run? If you mean as in like to create, we have people doing it. So some of you are getting answers from Aaron Spelling. He is our top tech support guy, and we have a whole team who manage it. But he did one in like 12 minutes or something. That's the quickest I've seen so far. But Daron did it in 30 minutes, total newbie. We have people doing it in a day, and that's because they're learning. They go at their own pace. You go at your own pace ultimately. Like, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You're building a business. So whatever you need to do that helps you the most, don't just rush things if you feel like that's too much stress. But obviously make sure that you are putting in the time and effort and growing your channels, because the effort that you put in, you will reap the rewards. Any more questions, folks?
But don't forget, if you haven't for some reason purchased TV Boss Fire at this point, and you're considering it, remember that price is going up as soon as these webinars are over, which is at 11 o'clock. So purchase, now or tomorrow morning, whatever, and we'll see you on the webinar. If you want the replay, basically, it's not a replay; it's going to be live all over again, and we'll go over much the same material, but we'll answer your questions, fresh, new, and live. So we will see you then, and I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Craig. You did a great job as always, and thanks so many people that left so many nice comments this evening, and thank you for that as well.